It is February 1st, 2024. Had argument with my son. Oh, his dad's very much alive. Talked to him. He's trying to claim he's in Japan. I bet he's down at his cabin. Because no Japanese person is going to support a 60-year-old fat white man in Japan for free. There's some issues with that truck. Found out it's still in my name. They've never had me taken off the title. Talked to an attorney. And then I talked to the title bureau, and because even though it was rewarded to him in in the divorce agreement, he's claiming he's in Japan and he's abandoned it. It's still mine. I have to insure it and plate it. So I called and I put insurance on it yesterday. My son's supposed to have it, my grandson, and I told him, I said, I need to know the plates and I'll go get new tags on it. I said it cannot be drove until it's plated. They're not going to get me in trouble for their shit. And he's like, it's not yours. I said, it is. He never took me off of it. I said, even when I traded my vehicle in, that was rewarded mine, he had to go down to Wacom, the car dealership, and sign off when I wasn't there. He never had me sign off. Even though it's court ordered that he's supposed to get it, he never followed through. So it's still mine. And now he's claiming he left in Japan. So I talked to the title bureau. Better get insurance on it. So I got insurance on it. I better get plates on it. I need to know if they have the original plates and I can just update the tags. But, he's going to hate me. But I will have the cops go get it and take it down to a dump yard. Or I will have the cops go get it and it will sit outside my apartment. It will not be... set me up that if he rocks, that they go after me. See, that's Dave. And last night, he's like, and I told him about Michelle. He's like, oh, come on, my dad would never cheat on you. Oh, come on, who didn't he cheat on me with? I mean, it's to the point of serious. Who didn't he cheat? It's just like, you didn't know about the young blonde girl? I said, that's where the money was disappearing. I said, from the safe, all the weird things that were happening to me, it was her and her drug friends playing with me. Who? I said, that Pete? Who's Pete? I said, her dad. The stripper's dad? That's where they kicked him in the door. Who kicked? And he's trying to think I'm stupid. I said, up on John Thomas, where we moved in, they kicked in the door to the wall? That was that Michelle and her dad and her drug friends. He's a pimp. And she's a stripper. I said, John's kids called her Auntie Shell by Thanksgiving of 18. I said, remember I walked up to John and went, what on earth is going on? I don't know, Michelle, Mom. I told him that you're going to go through a divorce. Melissa's going to have him make up something. It could never be anything bad. Remember that? Yeah. I said, they were down there before that saying they wanted the house for Auntie Shell and Papa by Thanksgiving of 18. Do you know how devastated I was? And I said, Dixie knew Michelle and Pete, and it was ridiculous what they did to you. She's a stripper / prostitute, and he's a pimp in a drug cartel. The drug cartel did this. Like Officer Mark said, it was the drug cartel that framed her. I tried to tell my son, I said, they were the ones playing with me where I had all the marks. Well, I'll talk to John. I said, you go ahead. His kids were calling her Auntie Shell by Thanksgiving of 18. I said, that's where the money disappeared from the safe, where we moved up there on John Thomas. They had kicked in the door. Then I'm getting sick and I had marks. It was her and her drug friends, that stripper and her drug friends and her dad playing with me. See, that's where... What? Did you realize how stupid that agent looks? It's like a bad joke. A bad joke. People run around, oh, we could say something to her. What would you say? I'm going to call the cops. You were saying you were one of the stalkers? The ones that I have it documented through a doctor, that I had signs of being drugged, being raped, bruises I couldn't explain, throwing up, heart racing, almost passing out in front of people, and a severe personal infection, and you were saying you were the cause of it? You were the one saying that you put a shower scene in the other room, that you set off the hate crime, that you taped little kids going potty and sold us all on porn sites of using the bathroom? use sex traffic videos of me and Dave in bed and photoshopped a washing scene and a sextortion act. And you date, rape, drugged me, and lied you had sodium pentothal reports. And it was you. You were part of those crimes. See, my kids didn't know what Dave was doing. He did tell them that he hired Pete on his own. But they didn't realize Pete was his girlfriend's dad. There was no court order for 2 pimps and a prostitute to be in my home. No one can be in home. Like Officer Ryan Hurt said, I don't care what they say they got, I don't care what they say they did. Until that FBI agent agreed to protect you, even the FBI couldn't be in your home outside of protected like case with statements. Today is February 1st. Will got my informant money, another $5,000 to $7,000 he put in his dirty pocket. He stole over $30,000 from my case. Do you know I was in Belden on Tuesday in Target and strippers are walking around me? People are saying we heard strippers are doing it. We don't doubt it. They're all over. Oh, they knew that in 18, honey. And the drug cartel. They bragged who they were. They were human traffickers. They were strippers. They were pimps. They were drug dealers, human traffickers, serial killers, child molesters, all around me. Cops always knew it was them. Prostitute and 2 pimps walked into an FBI agent office. One's impersonating a doctor selling information. When impersonating a doctor is 1 to 10, and any doctor selling information is 10 years federal and $250,000 fine. You could, like they said, it's not even funny. They said they had a doctor with them. He was to arrest him. Or another pimp saying he had stalking tapes, peaking Tom voyeurism tapes of drugs and told to say stuff, and I had all the symptoms of being drugged, being raped. And I never talked to anybody. And where they lied, they had sodium pentothal reports. They were roofie confessions. They were breaking in and stabbing me with date rape, drugs, or lacing a drink when I was out of the room. Playing with me hard, the drug cartel. Rugging me up, telling me say weirdo stuff, flasher stuff. People laughed at me. They could be lying. I don't know. I didn't talk to them. And I didn't have them in my home. And they can't, the drug cartel cannot just run around breaking in people's homes, photoshopping scenes, selling people on porn sites, and then breaking in and drug them up, being raped, and the poor victim wakes up with bruises, throwing up, heart racing, and personally infected. You're going to the doctor, I don't know what's wrong with me, I don't even know where these marks come from. And because you never talk to anybody, they don't think a serial rapist is breaking in people's homes. What are you going to say to me? What was that agent laughing at? And then an occult leader yelling, 15 years ago she was a faker! And it's a documented medication error. Medical malpractice almost killed me. It's documented. And you want to yell, a cult leader is so crazy? 15 years ago, she was a faker. And it's a medication error. Medical malpractice. He's just alone. That's what walked in their office. How could he even keep a straight face? Oh my God, these people are insane. Some old coot of a cult leader in here yelling somebody's a faker from 15 years ago? Guy impersonating a doctor? And another pimp in here with a prostitute saying they got sodium pentothal reports and stocking tapes. You can Photoshop everything and date rape, drugs, you're sleepwalking. Are you fucking kidding me? How fucking stupid do they think I am? They thought he was pretty damn fucking stupid. Like yesterday, I know somebody used to be CIA. I heard him talking. And where Will's supposed to be, FBI agent Will's supposed to be dating Lauren, one of the drug cartel girls, like they said, it would never be approved him dating her at all. Or anybody ever approved that they date any of those people. See, it's one thing if you go undercover and you're dating like a drug dealer, but you can't date a human trafficker. Why? Because they're serial killers and child molesters. There's a big difference. That would never be approved of. And it would have to be just like a fast out to eat kind of thing, because otherwise it's a real relationship. 5 years. And they've laughed in my face that he stole it for that drug bench. And she's a child molester. She works with the Florida group. She's a child molester selling people. And an FBI agent is dating a child molester in the Florida drug cartel? That would never be approved of. My brother-in-law was CIA, worked under Dick Cheney. Name was Craig Davis, died March 26, 1990. I'll tell you what, he was told he was not allowed around illegal immigrants or anybody with any kind of criminal background. Or it's a security risk. He'd be fired or arrested. So why would Will be allowed? He stole all my money, he embezzled it. I wanted to help people. Lori's family member, where people have said because Will bullied me on the phone and he broke the law. The FBI left me up there because he broke the law. instead of coming at me and hiding me. Like the CIA agent said, there's no excuse. These people, what they did to you, that FBI agent didn't arrest them the first day and then take care of you and make sure you are okay. There is no excuse that he didn't do that. And she's like, I hate FBI agents. They'll sit on cases and they'll wait for people to see who pops up and then get the people that's popped up and let other people get away with crimes. These people got away with murder. And a lot of the big drug dealers have went to jail. I'm telling you, I bet Dave's down at Danny's cabin in southern Ohio because no one else will support him. And this whole faking of disappearing and going off to Japan, well, he can either show himself, or I'm gonna have the police haul that. They'll either give me the original plates, and I will get the tags renewed, and it'll be legally on the road, and they will pay me for the insurance, or I will have the police go get my truck, and they can sell it at the impound. I don't care. I'm not going to be held responsible for a vehicle on the road. That's why I paid for the insurance. I shouldn't have to pay for something he was supposed to take care of. He did this to purposely set me up. He is so mentally ill, making it look like he's running off to Japan, hiding, acting like something happened to him because nobody hears from him. And this big scam of everybody be scared for me. And then when he shows back up, oh, we're just glad you're alive. It's okay you bought that girl. And you're happy with her, though, even though you bought her off an agency and you brought her here from another country. And yeah. Oh, come on. He broke a worldwide human trafficking law. He should be arrested. She should be deported and sent back where she's safe. Because where he let those men drug beat and rape me, do you think he wouldn't do it to his pretty new wife that he bought like a dog? Where he let him brush my head in and play with me like that, do you think he wouldn't human traffic that girl for money? Come on now, he's a human trafficker. He bought her. He's a serial killer. You pull the case, he's probably in part of at least 2 murders up there. Christmas of 2018, caught on police surveillance. FBI informant. If everybody forget, he opened the real case with statements. The police watched me. Everything's been documented. Like they said, her case stands up in court without her. It's like the Amish men with the beard. The police tape it. I don't even have to stand up in court. It's protected custody for an FBI informant with statements. And Will stole over $330,000. Everybody turn him in. Oh, and strippers and prostitutes, bragging that Lauren dates Will and nobody can stop you. Well, they stopped a fentanyl king, a guy impersonating a prince, stealing almost $1 million, and a couple thousand bad guys. Well, who connected him to him? Oh, gee, Lauren is sleeping with Will, a fad, and guess who she's feeding everybody to? The fad. She's really that fucking stupid. Yeah, I'm uploading this.